Welcome, eco-warriors and tech enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the ethical swamp of AI deployment. Don't worry, we brought our digital waders.
Digital waders, Mark? I thought we agreed on hover boots for our AI adventures.
But hover boots aren't waterproof, Tom. And trust me, we're going deep into the murky waters of ethical considerations in AI deployment for environmental sustainability. It's like teaching a robot to swim without short-circuiting its moral compass. Let's start with a biggie: data privacy and consent in environmental monitoring. Imagine you're a tree in the Amazon rainforest, minding your own business, when suddenly a drone buzzes by, taking your picture without so much as a "say cheese."
Are you suggesting trees have privacy rights now, Mark? But jokes aside, this is a serious issue, especially when it comes to indigenous communities and their land rights.
Exactly, Tom. It's like that time I tried to set up a bird feeder cam in my backyard, only to realize I was live streaming my neighbor's interpretive dance sessions. We need clear protocols for data collection that respect individual and community rights.
Absolutely. And it's not just about avoiding embarrassing dance footage. This data could inform crucial decisions about resource allocation and conservation strategies.
Right you are. So listeners, next time you see a drone, remember, it might be collecting more than just cool aerial shots for Instagram. Now let's talk about algorithmic transparency. Tom, remember when you tried to explain your coffee order algorithm to me?
Oh, you mean my patented caffeine complexity calculator? It's quite simple, really. You just need to factor in the day of the week, lunar phase, and the number of unread emails in my inbox.
Right, and that's about as clear as a cup of espresso. Now imagine if that algorithm was deciding climate change policies instead of your coffee order.
Yikes. We'd end up with a grande climate catastrophe, with extra whipped cream on top. But seriously, the AI systems informing environmental decisions need to be open to scrutiny.
Exactly. We need to ensure these AI decision-making processes are as transparent as my attempts at small talk at parties. Awkward, but at least you can see right through them. Let's tackle another thorny issue: the potential socioeconomic impacts of AI in environmental sectors. Tom, have you ever worried about a robot taking your job?
Only every time I see a Roomba, Mark. But, in all seriousness, this is a major concern. AI could revolutionize environmental management, but at what cost to traditional roles?
Indeed, it's like when self-checkout machines were introduced. Suddenly, unexpected item in bagging area became the most terrifying phrase in the English language.
True, but we adapted. The key here is to develop strategies for retraining and upskilling workers. We need to ensure the transition to AI-enhanced environmental management doesn't exacerbate existing inequalities.
Absolutely. We want green robots to create opportunities, not take them away. After all, someone needs to be there to high-five the AI when it solves climate change, right? Now, Tom, let's put on our cartographer hats and map out this ethical landscape using a Wardley map. Our map shows a fascinating journey from AI deployment as the user need, all the way down to the various components that make it possible.
I see what you mean, Mark. It's like a high-tech game of snakes and ladders, isn't it? But instead of snakes, we have ethical pitfalls to avoid.
Exactly. Now, if we look at the ethical frameworks component, we can see it's still in the custom-built phase. This suggests there's a lot of work to be done in standardizing these frameworks.
Interesting. And I notice data privacy protocols are moving towards the product phase. Does this mean we're getting better at protecting our digital trees from paparazzi drones?
In a way, yes. But the map also shows that community engagement is lagging behind in the Genesis phase. This highlights the need for more focus on involving local communities in AI deployment decisions.
So it's not just about building a better AI mousetrap, but making sure communities are on board with it?
Precisely, Tom. The map really drives home the point that ethical AI deployment isn't just about the technology itself, but about how we integrate it into society.
Fascinating stuff, Mark. It looks like our green robots have quite the ethical obstacle course to navigate.
Well, folks, we've navigated the ethical swamp of AI deployment without getting our digital feet too wet. Remember, when it comes to AI and environmental sustainability, we're not just teaching machines to think, we're teaching them to care.
Indeed, Mark. The future of our blue planet may well depend on how green our robots really are, both in function and in conscience.
So, until next time, keep your algorithms transparent, your data consensual, and your hover boots charged. This is Mark and Tom, signing off from the ethical edge of the AI frontier.